You know, you can't put a price on your health. You hit 50 years old. Some of you guys are going into retirement. Maybe you want to travel over in Asia or whatever country you choose. And you got high blood pressure, diabetes, you know, all that stuff. You're on lots of medications. All that stuff can be fixed with diet and nutrition. I've seen it. I've done it. I've helped people. Same thing with building. You know, if you can learn why pay these high prices to get a contractor into your house, getting something fixed, and you're paying all this money and they don't even fix it. There's a lot of those guys out there. Trust me. You know, with the nutrition, you know, people are going to say, you know, but there's so many other people out there, so many trainers. You got to remember, I've been in this industry for a long time, plus being a builder, packing healthy lunches. Well, I got employees eating McDonald's and eating pizza in front of me. And look at them now. A lot of them got health issues. You know, like I said, you can't put a price on your health. You can't take all that material stuff with you. Longevity. Why not live your years when you're in your 70s or 80s? Live till you're 100 years old. Pain free. And it can happen by eating good, changing a few things, exercise. And like I said, it doesn't come overnight, but by taking little steps, you can achieve your goals. Trust me. You know, I've had issues. You know, most of my life I stayed in pretty good shape. You know, sometimes 8% upwards to 13, 14% body fat, but generally right around 10 to 12% body fat, which is pretty good. I've gotten up to 290 pounds. So that's where I come in when the nutrition part, where I was heavy and I had to lose 50, 60 pounds in a hurry. So I've been there. I've done it many times, you know, tearing two biceps, tearing the hamstring, um, tearing this. You're out. You can't work out. You get depressed. You start eating, just trying to manage, go to work. It can be done. You know, it's just excuses. If you want something bad enough, and it's not hard, it's just simple. A lot of you guys just don't know. You know, that's where I'll come in. I'll start doing a video or two a week, one on nutrition, the building. Maybe we're, you know, hanging a door. You can see the live job site, cutting rafters, you know, sheeting the roof, doing lay-ons, pine lines, like I said, all the cool stuff. You know, not just winging it. You can learn. You know, in the construction industry, stairs, everything's rise, run. It's all math. And once you know it, it's so simple. Same thing with a rafter. You don't have to go out and buy this construction master and you're just typing numbers in. You got to learn the math. Same thing with the square. You got to learn that square. You know, stepping off a rafter, the seat cuts, the level cuts, the plumb cuts. So like I said, if you can, subscribe. Let's get this channel going and I can make some shit happen. Little remod job here. This wall was all drywall. That was a big walk-in closet. We're going to build a wall in about 30 inches in. Double doors. So they got an extra pantry here in the kitchen. Somebody working on that. But yeah, rained the last 2 days, so been in here doing framing the basement. Doing this will be wrapped up today. Monday we will be on the clubhouse. A lot of roof and corners to tie. But yeah, that's basically what I do. Carpenter. Like I said, I used to own my own business. I work for somebody right now, which is nice. I got no headache. Got a bunch of basements in over there. 3 more basements here, 12 units down the road. You guys can see them. These are 5-plexes. 5-plex units. Lunchtime here in Michigan. Mud. At least the snow melted. We're building a clubhouse for these apartment buildings. They'll be putting up soon. Or I should say we will be putting up soon. I'm over here doing the Cornish work. Got a guy in the back. He's on the lift doing it. I'm just running off of a pick because these are prefab. We can't put them on the walls. A lot of the units. So they did it after. Normally we'll put all that stuff on the walls. Obviously the gable rakes, we put all that on. Get a little workout in before we go head out into the jungle. So just a little fitness tip. Remember, you are what you eat. If you're consuming Pop-Tarts, Cracker Jacks, Doritos, Pringles, my Pringle man out there, but I like that stuff too. It can trigger stuff. Sugar's a big thing. If you're low on sugar and you're eating good carbohydrates, you gotta watch those cheat meals. It's gonna trigger the brain. You're gonna crave more, but you are what you eat. Try to get leaner meats. Cook from scratch. You know, you don't have to go all gun-ho and get on that perfect nutrition plan. Little steps. You know, if you're drinking a 2-liter of pop, cut it in half. Don't cut it all out at once. You know, this is a slow journey. You know, you will see results. Calorie expenditure, eating a little less. You know, you're actually going to be eating more if you cook from scratch. Smaller meals every 2 to 2.5, 3 hours. 3.5 hours tops. Cup of rice, maybe just 1 cup of pasta or potato. Potato, it has more nutrition value than rice. You just got to watch. Potatoes are good. It's easy to eat 2 cups or 2 or 3 servings than 1. Rice, I can eat 1 cup and I'm pretty okay. You got to watch the pastas and the potato. It triggers. It's freaking good. It's good. Same thing with the white bread. You know, stick to sourdough bread, a multi-grain, organic. Little steps, you guys. Lots of water and sleep.